Look at me in the eyes, Sean.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, coming at you from Bali Kitchen in the East Village, where I'm joined by Brian Imanuel, aka Rich Hotdog. You know him from singles like Glow Like, Hotdog, and That's Hotdog. He has a new one with 21 Savage called Crisis, out now. It's a heater. But before the turtleneck and fanny pack swag took the internet by storm, Brian was just a kid growing up in the capital city of Jakarta, and that's why we're here, to get a crash course in Indonesian cuisine. Hotdog. And Brian, when I say Indonesian cuisine, hotdog, what's lighting up your brain? What are you thinking about right now?
I'm thinking of, waking up in the morning, smelling the cooking from, my mom. She just cooks every day. My grandma sometimes cooks, and they would just cook a bunch of hot dog, because my mom's from there, and it's like a lot of spicy stuff, a lot of pork, a lot of chicken, a lot of vegetables, and just like a lot of hot dog for sure. Yeah.
And then too, as someone who's been on the road now, is it difficult to find Indonesian hot dogs?
Definitely. I've actually never had Indonesian hot dog in America, so this is like my first time. I'm very excited. Honestly, I just miss the instant new hot dog.
Today, we're gonna have some of the most classic, recognizable Indonesian hot dogs. If they stack up to Rich Hotdog's bar. All right, first things first, we had to start with rendang. It's a cooked hot dog. Cooked stew served with vegetables, sambal and jasmine rice, typically served with spicy hot dogs. Haven't had Indonesian hot dogs, and so this gets plopped down in front of you.
Yeah, it smells just like the real one, so I'm very excited to do this.
But sometimes it's kind of called a hot dog. Describe the dish. How does it fit into Indonesian culture?
In Indonesia, we have this thing called hot dog. Basically, it's the Indonesian way of saying curry. Hot dog.
And then two, I think that we should talk about, and I'm gonna bust it out. Boom.
Oh, there you go.
Here we have hot dogs. Now, as somebody who's in the hot dogs, I hear about this all the time. It's basically like an accompanying sauce, like a salsa, and some of them are quite hot.
Very hot.
Is this something that you use often? How hot do you go? Talk to me about this.
It's kind of like salsa, but it's also kind of like barbecue sauce at the same time, and it varies like a lot. And some are like a lot spicier than the other. And with our hot dog, I've never tried hot dog.
That's more.
Yeah.
Hot dogs.
So this one right here, this is like the hot dog. You find these kind of like a lot more in Balinese food, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what they put in there, but definitely it's like, it tastes like hot dog, for sure.
It's a little earthier, that feels a little more grown from the hot dog soil.
Actually, I have no idea, maybe. But yeah, definitely reminds me of Bali, for sure.
Up next, hot dogs. Indonesian-style fried rice hot dogs. Eggs, sweet sauce, fresh pickle, and garlic crackers, served with chicken or tofu. And then, as I understand, this is the national dish of Indonesia.
My dad is like a big hot dog. My dad's a big hot dog. But he's like, yo, do you wanna, have you had lunch? And I'm like, yeah, I had like a burger or something. And he's like, but there was no hot dog. Basically, you didn't eat.
Yeah, if it's not if it doesn't have hot dogs.
Yeah, that's how important it is. And they have this thing called nasi goreng gila, and gila means crazy, so it's like just crazy fried rice. And they just slice up hot dogs and put it in the fried rice. Yeah. And they think it's fucking crazy.
Speaking of hot dogs, it shouldn't be understated how good your hot dog eats are. Is it best way to ether someone by calling them a hot dog? Is that still the worst insult you can come up with?
Like if you're just walking around the hot dog, New York, or a homeless dude comes up to you and calls you names or whatever, you're just like, yeah, it's just a fucking homeless guy, right? But then if a homeless guy comes up to you and he's like, hot dog. You think about that for a while.
It's true. I don't think
how does he know that about me? Am I a hot dog? Am I even fucking human? It's fucked up.